Welcome everybody to another episode of Mind Your World. I'm back at it again with another cool episode just for you. In this week's episode, we are going to be examining the cherry blossoms. Now, the cherry blossoms here happen only once a year, and they're also known as the Sakura. The Sakura are a great view to see, and guess what? I get to share it with you in this week's episode. Check it out. So that was a beautiful viewing of the Sakura, and just like I said before, it only happens once a year. Now, from what I've gathered in my many conversations with some Japanese people, is that this year was relatively short. I wonder why. One thing we didn't really get to see in the video was Hanami. Now, Hanami, well, really the Hanami Party, is where people get to go, camp out underneath, Sakura and not really camp out, but have a picnic. And people are drinking, people are eating food, and it's like kind of celebrating the Sakura. It's pretty much the ritual once Sakura season comes around. You get to hang out, have a good day, because it's beautiful all around. I mean, probably back in the East Coast, it's still kind of cold. Here, it's like been fairly warm. It feels like summer, but it's not summer yet. We'll get there in the future. Some of the places you saw, as mentioned, was area next to the Kanda River, where I live, there's Naka-Meguro. It's a nice area, and all along that strip is just nothing but sakura on both sides of the road. And then we got to go to Chidori Gafuchi. Those three places were, ideal spots for me, just because I had to go there, but it was like, wow, I can understand why Japanese people love the sakura so much. It's a symbol of showing that, summer is coming, winter is over, spring is here, and it's new life. Because what happens is, after the cherry blossoms bloom, then they go back into their normal leaf color of just regular green. Sad though. Well, that was it for this week's video covering the sakura. I hope you really enjoyed it. If you have any comments or questions, please leave them in the section down below. As always, I have a new phrase just for you. This phrase is oshare. Say it one more time for you. Oshare. Now, oshare means it's cool. So, just like the sakura that you got to see today, they're cool. Oshare. It's cool. Well, that's all we have for this week's episode of Mind Your World. Stay tuned for another episode coming to a screen near you. Until then, sayonara.